That's just how it came out of the ground. It was sticking out of the ground staring at me.
I know you just.
It was dust. Okay, it was dust. And I was well armed.
You were ready to like shoot before you just start
I was ready to let loose on it.
Yeah, that reminds me of like one of those dinosaurs. Have you seen those aquatic dinosaurs that came over fall?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like that little miniature.
Yeah.
This is one of the souvenirs I brought home. I sent it back to base camp, put it in my whole baggage. I have we ate sea rashes most of the time. When I arrived in the country, we were eating sea rashes manufactured in 1944, 45, 47, 48. As the year progressed, we were eating sea rashes manufactured in 1951, 54, 62. And right around in there, the Surgeon General stopped putting cigarettes in sea rashes. When I left Vietnam, after 1 year to the day, we were consuming sea rashes manufactured in 1967. So the Vietnam War conflict, with 500,000 Americans there during my year, consumed all the old World War II stock, all the old Korea stock that was manufactured as early as 1943. They're all stamped. And when I left, I was consuming sea rashes manufactured in 1966 and 1966.
wiped everything.
All those stock was consumed by the war effort.
Wait, so what were the rations consist of? Like, what was it made of?
Well, there were little boxes like this, and they had several cans of various heights. Little cans had jelly, little cans had peanut butter, little cans had cookies, a little bit bigger cans had cakes, and the biggest can had pork and beans, the biggest can had spaghetti, the biggest can had beef stew, stuff like that.
Army that over the fire?
Well, most of the time we ate a cook.
Oh, really? Also, just all liquefied?
Well, it was like opening up a can of pork and beans now. And the cans with cakes in it was dry cakes. Cans with crackers were dry crackers. Cans with peanut butter was spreadable peanut butter.
Was there any discrimination about who got like the better food or on the street?
Oh yeah. Long range reconnaissance patrol people got that.
This is your actual ration?
No, that's a long-range reconnaissance patrol ration. That's like special forces. That's like Rangers. They'll take 2 of those a day and pack them full in their backpack. And whenever we ran into long-range reconnaissance patrol people, we begged them to radio in, get yourself some extra rations. Okay. So they'll radio in and they'll ask for 6 boxes of rations, but they only need 2. So they give 4 boxes to us. So these are delicious. These are delicious.
So we just like, open that up and just put a little water in there?
Well, there's toilet paper in here, there's chewing gum, there's toothpicks, there's matches. There's a dessert dehydrated, there is pork and beans that are dehydrated, ham and eggs that are dehydrated. Well, this one's food, a long-range patrol, LRP, long-range patrol. This one's beef stew. It's dry as a bone, very dry.
You seen that they would put toilet paper into these bags could contain like toilet paper and things like that.
Yeah, this little pack of toilet paper, chewing gum, toothpicks, matches, no cigarettes though. Cigarettes were banned.
Really?
About 1964. So the sea rations that you were getting after 1964, no cigarettes.
Or where did the soldier, I used to see that soldiers, like the people of Vietnam used to have these cigarettes.
Oh, they can buy cigarettes if they're in a base camp. Or you can have your family send you cigarettes all you want.
Weapons if the superior officer caught you smoking? What would happen?
Say that again?
What would happen if the superior officer caught you smoking?
Oh, they don't care if you smoke. They don't care if you drop dead smoking. I'm a non-smoker, and if you're a smoker, I don't care if you drop dead smoking. But don't smoke where I can breathe your secondhand smoke.
I'd hate it when my parents did that.
So did you have any like good friends that you were really close to? Like spend most of your time?
That guy, Otis Goldberry, New Yorker, very young.
Very young.
A guy from Tennessee, Ernest T. Trent.
Very young fellow from New York.
Very young was from New York. Otis Goldberry is from New York. I was in a platoon full of New Yorkers and Tennessee people, and I was the only California guy.
You said very young. What was the other one from New York?
Otis Goldberry. That guy.
Otis Stowberry?
Goldberry.
He's driving up through.
No, I don't know. Yeah, make it look good.
So drawing away from like the battle scene a little bit, what did your family think about you going into the war?
Well, my mother was very upset, but she was very proud. My father was a merchant marine. She had two sisters who were in the Navy, World War II. She had four brothers who were in the Army and Navy in World War II. Her side of the family was a military family. My dad's side of the family was not. Although my dad was a merchant marine during World War II.
So your dad was a merchant marine?
World War II.
So what do you think about how do you think that your dad's service affected you as a person? Like how do you think that his
It
experience?
didn't affect me at all. Because he was a merchant marine, that's kind of Navy stuff, but he was a civilian.
Who was your
Don. Yeah, I don't. He never shared anything about his merchant marine.
He's pretty private about that.
Yes, he was. He passed away 11 years ago, so I'll never know. He brought back on wartime souvenirs. Home in an attic.
So what do you do for entertainment?
We played poker when we had the time. That was it. We were out in the jungle. And there was no money involved. We used bullets. It all started out with 50 bullets.
So you just use bullets back and forth wherever they had this ammunition.
And when the game was over, everybody got the bullets.
Oh, you basically just played for fun.
M16 bullets.
Did you ever win?
No, because I'm a horrible bullet player. So I lost on the bullets.
Okay, so when did you first end? What time?
June 3rd, 1967 to June 3rd, 1968.
So June 3rd, 1967, 1968.
Now that's Vietnam. Now my whole service. That's my Vietnam. October 1966 to October 1969. October 69.
You know the days are.
Now, when I got out of the Army in 1969,
I'm like, you know that day when 1969, or is it just October?
well, I got out of the Army in October 1969. Now, I missed the Army so much. I didn't want to make a career out of it, but I missed it so much. I joined the California Army National Guard from 1971 to 1977.
California Guard.
California Army National Guard. And there I went to OCS and became the second lieutenant. Second lieutenant in an engineer battalion.
What were the weapons you guys mostly used or carried on?
Well, my weapon issued immediately was M16. Never jammed, worked fine, shot him a lot.
So I was in standard weapon. So what, did you like alter your weapon, like maybe like a bowie knife or something like that?
No, I had a bayonet which was quite tall. I abandoned that real quick because I didn't want to carry it. We didn't do any hand-to-hand fighting.
So how do weapons work in the military? Like how do you get your shit? Do you just like everyone gets an M16 or is it spent off like what part of the military you're in?
Well, when you are in country, everybody gets an M16. Now, officers get 45 rounds. In sock and sock under my helmet. The next day, I wash my right sock, stick it under my helmet, move my left sock to my right foot, move the clean sock from my helmet to my left foot. I did that every day. I rotated clockwise for 1 week. Then, because that way, my right foot got a dirty sock for the whole week. So the next week, I went counterclockwise. So that's what kept me mentally sharp, knowing what day I need to switch to go clockwise with my socks. 3 socks is all I had. I didn't carry little souvenirs. I did carry this for a while. I wanted to bring it home. I carried this for a while. I wanted to bring it home. I buried a gook, and this was his only possession. His rice bowl. I searched him. I stripped him naked, just searching for anything he had.
Yes. What type of physical training would you do in preparation?
Oh, just basic training. I'm an airborne trooper, so I went basic training and I went to airborne school, which was far more extensive than basic training. Then I went to Vietnam, assigned in 173rd Airborne Battalion.
73rd Battalion?
Airborne Brigade, that's called a battalion.
So when you're trained to become an airborne trooper?
Yes.
What type of, because obviously you gotta have a good amount of preparation and mental toughness to jump off airplanes?
Yeah, jump out of the door of a perfectly good airplane, yes. They say 2 things fall out of the sky, bird shit and fools. And I jumped 6 times. So when I went to Vietnam, there was about 400 of us out of my airborne class that went to Vietnam. When we arrived in Vietnam, all 400 were lined up. It's Tan Son Nhut Air Base. And the commander said, count off in 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All the way down to 300-400 of us. All the 1s and 2s were immediately taken out of the 173rd Airborne Brigade and sent to this division, 4th Division. And all the 3s remained in the Airborne Brigade. 4th Division that particular year got hit really hard. They needed a lot of people. So I never jumped again.
Okay, but those 6 times that you jumped, were those during your training? Okay.
Training trips.
You jumped far more when you were in the war?
No, never in the war. Because there was no need to airborne jump in Vietnam.
Why? Because all that brush or anything like that?
All the jungle, and we controlled the whole country. There was no need to. Airborne units were helicoptered in. There was no jumping out of parachutes.
So your whole experience, did you see it as positive and negative?
Oh, very positive. Oh, very positive. I learned lessons in life appreciation that my daughters are better people because of it. I learned to accomplish something every day, and that accomplishment doesn't have to benefit me, it's got to benefit somebody. I learned that don't give a goddamn who gets the credit. If you want to get something done, just do it. It doesn't matter who gets the credit. If it needs to be done, it needs to be done.
Because it's not just being good, the person or everything.
Yeah, what I accomplish doesn't have to benefit me, it's got to benefit somebody. Don't worry about who gets the credit. You can accomplish twice as much if you don't worry about who gets the credit.
So what about you?
You cannot reason with unreasonable people. You either shoot them or you back out. An asshole is going to be an asshole. You cannot reason with an unreasonable person. And you get out. You either get out or you kill them.
So what about you personally changed after the inspection? Like, what did you feel changed?
that makes my wife. My wife knows that, so she makes sure she sits where I can sit where I want to sit. Otherwise, I have to get up. I never panic. Panic stretches things out. When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. And so the controversy stops right there. It doesn't linger for 4 weeks. I never defend my wrongness. And I've learned that individuals out there who defend their wrongness cannot be trusted. And you get away from it. You don't deal with it. People who defend their wrongness, well, they all voted for Obama. There's just something wrong with it. When you're wrong, you're wrong. You stop and you fix it. You don't blame others. And that way the whole incident's over within a day and a half or 2 hours or a minute and a half. Rather than trying to blame and trying to defend yourself, defend your wrongness, that'll last, well, in Obama's case, 2 terms. Conflicts? Oh, just when you're wrong, stop it right then and there. Which is something my wife doesn't do. She finds fault in other things. My daughters, when my daughters are wrong, they know it. They stop it right now. Boy, did I make a mistake. Oh, Dan, help me fix this. And it's over. Pass it up. Don't let it tear you apart. You made a mistake. Learn from it.
So, what's your overall opinion about the war that you're fighting? Like, what was your perspective on it?
Those people needed help. And I did good for those people. The Vietnamese people were good to us. Now, the North were unreasonable people.
Shoot them or
back out or shoot. I did, 9/11 is horrible. Someone's got to pay for that. I did not want to go into Iraq. The war's horrible. We have to keep war, though, on someone else's land. We don't want war on our land.
So, one last question on what's your overall perspective on war? Do you think it necessary or unnecessary? When you think that war should is necessary?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Or under what circumstances do you think more necessary?
Well, okay. On 9/11 attack, I didn't want to go to war. What I wanted to do was send in specialized SEAL teams, Ranger teams, with the knowledge that we can have. We can pinpoint people that need to be taken out and take them out. And sleep with them. We just went in there too fast and too late. And this thing going on in Ukraine right now, we can't do anything like that. And we shouldn't do anything like that. Let that Muslim country perish.
So
let those people come in Russia and deal with those Muslims.
So we should avoid foreign conflict until it's necessary.
But yes, now if Israel gets attacked, we gotta go over there with everything we've got. We gotta turn that desert into glass with nuclear bombs. I don't like to talk. I like to act. And it's all America does right now. It's cool.
What's your opinion about Obama's approach to foreign affairs?
Well, he's doing a horrible job. I don't like him apologizing to other countries because we're a powerful country. We are a country that's cost us a lot to get to maintain. We're a very powerful country. We don't have anything to apologize for. Not when you have these rag-haired countries killing off their own. Right now. Hundreds and hundreds a day. And he wants to apologize on my behalf, being in America, being, in his opinion, we're the most violent nation on earth. Where the F does that come from? We are not the most violent nation on this earth. We are the least violent nation on this earth. We have people like that leading this country. I'm sorry. 55-60% of this nation is fully idiots because they voted for him the second time. That's a whole different ballgame. Now that gets me very angry. Because all uninformed people voted for him. And now they're pushing this war on women. There is no war on women. Every woman I know has always made more money than me. So they want equal rights and equal pay for equal work. That's a bunch of bullshit. Because every woman I know, including my wife and both my daughters, make more money than I did when I was there. I'm retired now, so I'm out of the market. And I know women that aren't part of my family, they make more money than me. And I know men who have made more money than women. So there is no monetary war on women that the Democrats are pushing. That's a bunch of bullshit.
So she is that this little feminist movement that was going on, it wasn't really relevant?
Oh, well, my wife is in the women's lib movement. And as a result, she is not better off today. When my daughter gets sick, when my daughter has an emotional problem, a problem at work, my daughter walks around my wife and comes to me. Because in my wife's era, when she was in this woman's lib thing, why I'm equal as a man. Well, men and women are not the same. You can use the word men and women aren't equal. That's kind of not politically correct. But I'm not a politically correct person. Men and women are different. My wife made it clear when we were raising our daughter that she is equivalent to a man, and she wanted to drag me down to be equivalent to a woman. I wouldn't allow that to happen. I wouldn't allow myself to be drugged down, and she can be wherever she wants. But when my kids need real down-to-earth advice, assistance, help me right or wrong, they go around my wife and come to me, and my wife feels that to this day, that she set that up. My wife is unapproachable and unavailable to my daughter.
So, how would you describe your outlook on life? Like, how do you approach things? How do you approach problems?
How do I push the problem?
How do you approach life? Like, what's your perspective on life, and how do you approach it on a daily basis?
Oh, every day is a new day, and every day I will accomplish something that benefits somebody, and it doesn't have to benefit me. Everything I say I design to make people feel good, not bad. Sarcasm is a horrible way to communicate. My wife used to be a very sarcastic woman. It took 7 years of marriage counseling to get her to back off of it. I am a volunteer. I volunteer at the Kiwanis Club. I volunteer in my community as a sheriff reservist. I volunteer at Riverside National Cemetery doing 21 gun salutes for deceased veterans. I've done 511.